Here we go again.
First heat done. We were first cars out on track tonight, which was supposed to be good. We were going to get a nice sort of smooth track with a bit of water in it. Unfortunately, coming into pretty much just before we were going to get let out, there was a bushfire, so the fireys buggered off. So we sat there, we waited, and the track dried out way too much. So by the time we got out there, it was just a dust bowl. So coming into 1 and 2, it was just dust, and then the sunlight hit it and you couldn't see nothing. There was a couple of times where I was coming on the back of another car, tried to make a move, and yeah, just out of nowhere that they sort of brake, and it was tried hard on the brakes and trying to avoid hitting them. A couple of times into 3 and 4, tried making a move on the outside. Again, so dusty. You're out there and you can sort of hold and just glide through that, but as soon as you put the pedal down, give it a bit of gas, your tyres are just spinning. So coming into the front straight, we got sideways a fair bit, and we're just trying to hold a drift. So speed-wise, not great, but in terms of fun and enjoyment, it was alright, other than the fact that we couldn't see. See how the track sort of goes through the next round of heats. Might have to change a couple of tyre pressures, just to try and give us a bit more grip for a harder drive. dry surface. And then we're going out for the second heat. I think we're somewhere at the back, so hopefully we'll try and make a couple of moves up. I think that heat, I think we started 6th, finished probably 6th. I don't know, we're sort of looking at 4th there for a bit, and then I think the one sort of come up and took it. But off the start, a couple of cars were going all over the joint, so it's hard to kind of keep track of where you are. So we'll see how we'll just move on, take next heat as it is, try and move up, so we can get ourselves a decent start this feature race.
Oh, here we go, WA Legend cars, proudly brought to you by Elmore Fabrication and Welding.
They put a bit of water on it, and unfortunately it didn't soak into the track, it just sat on top. So we did a couple rolling laps, a fair few false starts, cars going everywhere. Eventually we sort of got on a roll and went sort of high up on the track because it was a lot less slippery. Down the bottom is where it was sort of holding the water and puddling a bit. So we're running up trying to run sort of the top or mid-track for a bit there, and then a car spun out in front of me and slammed on the brakes and tried to sort of spin the car so it would sort of stop alongside it, but clipped it and bent the front bumper in towards the steering assembly, and so they said, yeah, no, you can't continue, and so we sat half of that race on the infield. Stewards, we don't know what the hell they were doing, because rolling around for so long and then chopping and changing the line, where everyone started was, yeah, it was ridiculous. Like, I have no idea how many times we had an attempt to try and start that race. It was just ridiculous, and cars were going everywhere, and it just wasn't pretty, and especially sort of starting at the back. Every time it was either we fell right off or we sort of pushed up in between everyone, and either way we're trying to find some sort of grip, and there just wasn't any there, and the car was sliding and slipping and doing all sorts of stuff. It was like an ice skating rink. But car's all fixed now. We're not out for the third heat, but we are for the fourth, so we're sitting around looking at, we'll see what the track does. They're doing a bit of a grade on it now, and we'll watch the third heat, see what they do, and see if we need to make any changes to the car for this last heat, because starting off second, front row outside, we need to make sure we come home with a first or a second, because our points have taken a hit, and we kind of don't want to start at the back this feature race, especially finally racing for points again. We need to start finishing higher up on the leaderboard, and try and peg back a couple of points that we missed for missing a couple of rounds earlier in the season. So anyway, we'll go out there, give it a crack, and see if we can come home with the chocolates.
And so that's the bumper he was talking about. Actually, a wee bit bent. All fixed now. As he continues to work on the car.
Bent my new fiberglass panel too.
Oh no. Yeah.
More tape.
A little bit more tape. She good though.
off cable or open. But meanwhile, it's up front, we just
better way to sort of finish the heats. So started second, finished second. Started alongside the state champ, so decided wasn't going to do anything stupid off the line. It was simple as just go out there and finish and try and maximise the points. So pretty much just went out there, stayed on the inside of the curb, and yeah, if someone wanted to pass me on the outside, heck, I wasn't going to put up a fight if they were willing to risk their car for it. Good to them, but stuck on the inside so no one could sort of wiggle their way past under me, and held off until the end. So good bank of points. We're starting 6th in the feature, so after a DNF it's not a bad outcome. Probably in terms of pace, that might be where we're sitting. The car is like, it's not bad, it's just yeah, something's not quite right. So we'll just go out there, make the most of it. If we're hugging the curb again and finish sort of where we start, then so be it. But we'll go out there, give it a crack, and hopefully move up a couple of spots, because surely there'll be something to happen, or some people might make a mistake and might let us through. So we'll see how we go. Make the most of our opportunities and try and bring it home clean, and straighten in a good position. So hoping for a good bag of points. So that's the aim.
Okay.
Feature race, not too bad. Started 6th, finished 6th. We were running 5th there for a while, and then I think maybe 8 laps from the finish to 33, sort of stuck down from the inside. At the rate of knots they were going, I didn't exactly want to defend, knowing that if he missed the turn, we both would have found the fence. So just let him through, coming a fair bit quicker than what I was, and then I just tried to stick it to the inside and kept doing that. It was working. We were catching up to the 16, and I think the first time I probably used the brakes that race was probably coming into the last turn, and I needed to hit it, otherwise I was hitting his rear. So I give it another 5 laps, and I probably could have at least had a look at making a move, but we were sort of close enough the whole race just to if they made a mistake, then we were there to capitalise. But either way, straight car. We did cop a little knock after the checker, but the car seems fine. Next week on Esperance, so do a bit of car maintenance, not too much because it's got a straight car, thank God. And then we'll hit Esperance with a bit of pace. And then we'll have a look at the track. We might play our Joker, which is worth double points. So we'll see how we go. But anyway, 6th, good result, nice clean car. That's what we want. Nice,
Oh yeah.
Nice bank of points.
Yes.
Says.